always remember that the battle is not physical, it's spiritual, right? So let's say you have family around you, right? Depending on where you're at. And there's people arguing, fighting amongst themselves, with each other. And you're feeling this certain shift in the air, right? It's starting to change because you're feeling their emotions. You're starting to feel things. And you also know it's spiritual. So when it comes to the negativity and all this stuff, here comes the dark. The spirits start to use them because they enjoy that. They feed off that. It's feeding time. You sit back. You pray in your mind. You pray in your mind. And this also goes for you, like, let's say, like, if it's in positions where you can't leave. Like, you know, in public, when you sit down somewhere, people start to do what they do, act up around you, or try to, because they try to get your attention and feed off the energy, the spirits that be using. So you could get up, you could walk away, you can leave around places and be like, oh, we talking about, and when it comes to certain situations, when you hear the honk, when you can't leave, know that the warfare is in the mind. Especially even when somebody's coming up to you or around you and trying to talk to you in your face and cursing and yelling at you, mother. You don't retaliate back with the I'm gonna get you back to like you don't engage because the warfare is spiritual. So you gotta go ready in the mind. You gotta go to God for that. So let's say if you in your house or let's say you in the train and for some reason in your crib your family starts to fight. Or if you in the train and all of a sudden the train stops in the tunnel. It's not even in the station where the doors go. You in the tunnel and it stops and there's people in that train now acting up, arguing, whatever is going on, and you just stuck in there or you in a place, right? You're starting to feel the energy shift around, right? You're starting to feel the emotions, the darkness, the presence. Here's what you do, because you're gonna feel it. You don't gotta speak it out loud. Right here. In your mind, you start to pray to God. You know? You start praying to God and you tell God to bind and rebuke the spirit. I know you heard the one, the spirit of anger, the spirit of bitterness, the spirit of hate. You hear the horn? In your mind. Telling God to bind and rebuke those spirits. Angerness, bitterness, hate, anger. You hear the horns? And you hear the talking, see, because it's real. Tell God that in your mind. Then you start telling God to bring his presence, his peace, the angels in your mind to wherever that battle is going on. Watch that atmosphere start changing. That's going to go away. You hear that talking, the yelling? Those are spirits manifesting, getting mad at this. In your mind. You're going to feel the presence start changing. You're going to feel God's peace. You're going to start feeling, but in your mind, you start telling God to bring in the angels, bring Michael, bring all these angels in, bring God's peace, dismantle, rebuke, bind all those spirits, put a hedge of protection around you as well and the other people around there, and just remove that energy, that presence in your mind. And you see when it starts to change. And you're going to feel it too. So just know that the warfare is not physical, it's spiritual. And you battle it right here, and you talk to God. That's who handles it. That's who handles it. Peep it. So even when your family is fighting and they arguing and they quiet, do the same thing in your mind. You hedge your protection, tell God to stop, bring the fire in, and bind and rebuke the spirit of hate, anger, bitterness. Rebuke these spirits. Bind it, dismantle it. Talk to God in your mind. Tell him, and then talk to him. Start telling him to bring the peace, bring the love in the air. Bring peace, bring love. Bring every angel and bring his spirit there. Boom. You're going to see everything start changing. The people around you going to feel this peace, this lightness in the air. But in the beginning, you're going to feel what's on them in the spirits. It starts to slowly manifest. You're going to start feeling the change in the atmosphere a bit. But then when you start in your mind, you're going to see, and then you're going to see how they start calming down. Or in the process, people around you, or even them themselves, the spirits using them, they're going to start, and then it's going to